Steeler Nation on fire. Todd Gurley said F no to getting traded to the Steelers, which I don't understand why he would say no to the Steelers.
At what point in his career? Because you got to remember, Le'Veon Bell was here a lot of the same time that Gurley was supposed to be the man. And
I did see that headline. I didn't really look into it.
Because
So,
I'm like,
hold
unless
on,
we're
let me pull it up.
talking his last year with the Rams, but by then we all kind of looked at that as you don't want to touch Gurley with the knees anyways.
Yeah, what were we doing trying to trade for him?
That's what I'm like, yeah, unless this was the
Didn't
L
he
Bell
spend
holdout
that?
year?
Didn't he spend that last season in Atlanta?
Yeah, if this is the L Bell holdout year, like when he set out for the franchise tag, if that was the case, then maybe, but I don't see a scenario where we would have wanted Gurley over L Bell anyways.
It's saying late in Gurley's career.
What are you playing games?
He says, I knew they were either going to cut me or they were going to try and trade me.
Mm-hmm.
If they were going to try and trade me, they said something like Buffalo or Pittsburgh. I was like, F no, cut me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I knew something was going to happen. So
Let's pull up late in his career. Let's pull him up.
Yeah,
Because he was
I
in
guess-
LA, right?
yeah, what year
We got to
was
look at them
that?
numbers, man.
No, I don't think we should have traded for him.
With you, Deke.
Well, you know what?
Where was L Bell? Is this the James Conner or is this the
It
L Bell
had-
year?
yeah,
That's what
Bell,
I'm trying to see.
Bell is definitely not here.
Right.
At this
Because
point.
this is the James Conner time frame, not that first James Conner year, but the second one. That could have made sense.
It could have made sense. And Gurley may have been an upgrade at that point.
Yeah.
So, man, what's crazy is whenever you hear the phrase late stage in his career, like
He
how old
only
do you think
played-
old do you
bro.
think he was at that point?
27.
26.
That's
He
what
was
I'm saying.
25 for his last year
He
with the
only
Rams.
played- it was like
26
he got what,
in
6
Atlanta.
years in? What did he get? 6 or 7?
6.
Yeah, I was about to say he ain't played. Like it wasn't 10. No, it was. He had a run though. He had a crazy run, but it was
Yeah.
But he had the knees. That was his whole issue.
So 2019 was his last year with the Rams. 2020 last year in Atlanta. So yeah, it would have been for James Conner's second year. Or that would have been, I guess,
Third
Conner's third year as
That'd
a
have been
starter.
the Connor,
That was COVID year.
Connor, Samuel, and Benny Snell. Am I correct on that? Was Benny Snell here then?
It depends on when they were did they?
Pre-draft versus post-draft?
No, I'm saying were they trying? It had to have been. It had to have been between 2019 and 2020. So he would have been playing in 2020. I think you're a year early.
So
It was-
Connor Samuels then, because Jalen Samuels was doing the Wildcat stuff.
That was with Mason. That was 2019.
You
So that
said
would
this
have
was
been
19 and 20.
19 was his last year with the Rams.
Okay.
So 2020 was the Falcons' year for him. So the Rams cut him after 2019, going into
Yeah.
2020. So that would have been James Conner and Snow. I don't think Samuel was there for Ben's return that COVID year.
Okay.
I think it was Snow,
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up.
McFarland,
Let's pull it
and Connor. I think.
Because you said 19. Let's pull up. It's 2019.
No, 2020. It'd be 2020. Yeah, yeah. 2019 was Mason and Duck.
Right. Because that was the year where we were doing the joint with Jalen. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. 2020 Steelers roster. Let's see what our RB situation was looking like.
It's weird. He didn't really do that good with the Falcons. 678,
Trey
9 touchdowns,
Edmonds was there.
3.5 yards per attempt.
Dang.
I don't know.
Let's see.
That might have been better than what we
Yeah,
had.
so Trey Edmonds was here. Anthony McFarland Jr. was here. Jalen Samuels was here.
Connor had a hot start.
And
then-
Benny Snell, yeah.
And then we stopped running it late in the season.
Dang, go on, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why he said F no, though. That's the
Because I'm looking
weird
at
part.
what was our
Steelers would probably be a
O-line?
good team to go to. I mean, we typically are.
and check it out.
Most
Our-
players want to go to the Steelers.
in our O-line in 20, we still had Pouncey, DeCastro, Chooks was at right, Filer was at left guard, and then Big Al was at left tackle.
They started deteriorating late in the
They
season.
did. We would agree because that was the playoff where
That was when we won
Snap
11
over
and
now.
0.
Yeah.
That was the year we won 11 and 0.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, if I'm Gurley at that stage, I don't think I'm looking at Pittsburgh and saying that. What? Unless
Yeah.
he felt he could get more money to go to Atlanta versus a trade to Pittsburgh.
Well, if he was getting traded, he'd still keep his
contract,
with
right?
the
Yeah.
Rams, and that was a massive deal. He was getting overpaid
Right.
at the end of it.
That
towards
was
the
why they
end.
wanted to move on from him.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. How you feel about that, D?
It's interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
to each their own.
Yeah.
Usually, you don't hear that out of players whenever there's an option to go to Pittsburgh. Usually,
Right.
it's
It's
like
like going to Pittsburgh.
that's a great organization. Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin's there, and at the time we had Big Ben. Like, I don't know.
Ooh.
That sounds like a surprising
Detail. So
thing to say.
I don't know how accurate, but John Palacastro, shout out to you, John, rocking with us on the early morning. He says he was a big Baltimore fan growing up. That was part of what he was talking about.
That makes
so,
sense then.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that. Because low key, that's how I used to feel about the
So he's
the Redskins.
Where's he from then?
I don't know where he's from. Yeah,
I
GB
thought
Drew
he
said
was.
a Ravens
I thought
fan.
he was from Georgia. I
He
know he
might
went
have
to
been.
Georgia, and I thought that's ultimately why he went
Yeah.
to Atlanta.
Yeah,
to finish his career.
GB Drew said he was a Ravens fan.
Okay, there you go.
That makes sense then. I could definitely understand that.
Yeah,
Definitely
definitely.
could understand that then. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be like if you're a Steeler fan and
Mm-hmm.
a team's giving you the option to be traded to the Browns or maybe another team, or you could potentially be cut. It's like, F no, I'm not going to the Browns anywhere but the Browns.
Facts.
Like,
Yep. I get that. I could definitely get that.
okay, there you go.
Shout out to Todd Gurley then.
He was born in Baltimore.
No wonder we ain't like him. That makes sense. We ain't
Surprised he
want him
didn't go to
anyways,
Baltimore.
man.
That would have been
Yeah.
a Baltimore move for sure.
Yeah, man, he should have went to the Ravens.
Pick up a wash, Todd
definitely would have
Gurley.
took him. Oh, they did. And he would have messed around and had about 900. You know how they do over there.
They probably had Ingram at the time.
So they was already on it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was before the Latavius Murray. He's like, yo, we can't get him. All right, we'll go with this one then. Think about it. They had Latavius Murray, L. Bell. I'm just like, yo, what is this? But it was working over there, man.